Friday night Sippin' So. I'm so happy, SEW, to be here. I am just checking we're going to see how far we can go here with with
Featherweight Doctor.
Sorry.
Welcome.
Sorry. Okay, I can see Facebook comments. I will go to YouTube next. Hi, Angel Houston. How you doing, darling? How's it going? All right. And Linda from Texas. Hi, sweetheart. Okay, Nope, back. I need to go here. Let's see here. And Mel. Hi, Mel. Hi, Joe. Are you watching? Pauline from Texas. Jen is on. Hey, Instagram Live was not on. I think it was on Instagram. I had like some people following me. Hi, Elizabeth from Indiana. Hold on. Sorry. Still trying to get up on YouTube. Lisa, hello. Kelly. Okay, so what's the deal? Soft cookie. Hi, Missy from Redmond. Okay, so we were just over on Instagram discussing. Let me fill you in just one sec. Okay, so Lisa from AZ. I'm going to say hi to a couple friends and then we'll get going. And Kathy from Cold, Illinois. Kathy, it's 43 outside. That's pretty cold for the Pacific Northwest. Bonnie Belton. Hello, sweetheart. Also from Illinois. Good, you see me. That's great. Hi, Sandy Myers from YouTube. Hello, Debbie from Kentucky. All right, so tonight it is the Sippin' So. Here's to you guys. Thanks for joining me. Hi, Jody on YouTube. Okay, tonight is my Sippin' So. And so if you are new to the channel or to finding me, this is my easy breezy show. I literally grab a featherweight, a project to work on, and a half a glass of wine, and my gals and I chat for an hour. So you are welcome to ask me questions about the featherweight. If you have something you're working on and you're curious, I'm not rigid about it, just being a fun thing. I'm happy to answer questions. I also see Bridget is on from Rimrock. It's raining in Rimrock. That's crazy. It never rains in Arizona. Carolyn says hi too. Joe's asleep. All the sewing wore him out. Nice, Mel. I am sitting tonight. I'm usually standing, but I overdid it in the gym yesterday, and then I decided to work out again today, and so my legs are like, no thank you. Auntie, what does that say? Auntie Rosable. Hello from Knoxville. Thanks for joining us. So what Kelly was talking about on YouTube, we were just over on Instagram, and tonight we're discussing binge-worthy TV shows. And I am what my daughter affectionately says, she calls me a soft cookie, which means that I can't deal with a lot of violence, and I didn't even attempt to do, what was the one that what's the something of crown, the medieval one. Hi Judy P, didn't even try that, or oh my gosh, Thrones, Game of Thrones, holy moly. So I can't do that, can't do Sons of Anarchy. I'm a soft cookie. So I don't even like John Wick movies. So anyway, I thought I found a new show this week called Bridgerton on Netflix. What, working out 2 days in a row? What was I thinking? I work out every day. I only take 2 days off a week. Hi, Nancy. But I got carried away yesterday. I don't know what I did. Game of Thrones. Yep, thank you, Kelly. Mel says she went to Quilt Shop today. They ordered line work and Curiouser. I already have my Curiouser and Curiouser. That is really hard to say. Ordered because I was not going to worry about not getting the Alice in Wonderland fabric. Anyway, Billions a show, Kelly? I haven't watched that one yet. So anyway, I watched Bridgerton, and it kind of checked a bunch of boxes for me. First of all, I love any type of like a period piece, I love Downton Abbey. I mean, come on. And actually, I found out that it was called a Regency period piece when I was watching some of the fan stuff on YouTube. So I love that whole time period. I just think it is so interesting. Oh, Miss Maisel. Oh, I love Miss Maisel. Love, love, love. Another thing, not Regency period, but that was set back in the 50s. She's fabulous. And this soft cookie can totally handle Miss Maisel. Grace and Frankie, or Frankie and Grace. Funny. Oh, good. Sandy got her order. I'm glad. Shetland, my fave on Prime. I will have to check that out. I haven't heard of that one. Anyway, so I literally lost 3 days of my entire life to Bridgerton this week, because once you start watching it, you can't turn it off. And it was proper but racy, if you know what I mean. Like Downton was proper, but they didn't really ever show anything. Just improper things were discussed. Can't say that about Bridgerton. So if you don't care to watch that kind of stuff, that is not the show for you. Enola Holmes. Oh, Ray and I love Enola Holmes. Call the Midwife. Ray and I watch that. Kim. Gizmo, the human dog, is barking back at... Oh, hi, Gizmo. Rogue is upstairs barking. Lisa Meadows, can we even be friends? You've never seen Downton Abbey? What? Fleabag. Is that a show, Fleabag? I replaced my spool cover with a new one from a company that remakes parts. It barely fits. I rigged it to work too thick, and so in screwing down, it lifts the front edge of need wheel. Made me... That's too bad. Brit comedy. I'll have to check that out. Fleabag. Listening to Bridgestone. Nice. All right, Miss Bernadette, friend from Canada. I just finished listening to... I'm sorry, I won't sing to you guys ever again. That was really bad. I just finished listening to an audiobook called Mrs. Lincoln's Dressmaker. Oh, I have that book. I haven't read it yet, but I have it. That would be good. It was awesome. Love historical novels and shows like the ones you mentioned. Queen's Gambit is awesome as well. Ray watched Queen's Gambit. She thought that it might be a little much for this soft cookie. Hi, Kathleen. She said, just made it. Yes, that's right. I'm with you, Darlene. I just couldn't watch. Yeah. I don't need to see all the violence. That is not my gig at all. Not at all. All right, you guys. Well, I promised you I was going to be working on my Tula quilt tonight, and apparently I'm a liar. I have too much other work to do. Kim Paulson never saw Downton Abbey either? What? You guys. Is it still out? I mean, can you still get to it? It was fantastic. You probably had to get at least into the third episode before you were kind of hook, line, and sinker, if you know what I mean. But Virgin River, Elizabeth, I've started watching that. I'm 2 episodes in. It looks good. It's a little cheesy, but I'm okay with cheesy sometimes. Betsy Davis says, hey, Ray. From Maine, the scissors with the flowers on the handles you used on Wednesday, where did you get them? Who were they made by? They're talking about this, my friend. These are Ginger scissors, and they're from years ago. Probably 15 years ago. I think I told you guys how I had the matching pair of embroidery scissors, and I accidentally went to an airport with them and didn't realize they were in my bag, and they took them away from me. So that's what these are, Ginger scissors. And they were sold in a set with embroidery scissors. All right. I bought some Tula fat quarters today. Nice. And some man fabric for masks. Nice, Mel. Jen and Deb Sinclair. No Downton. You guys. You got to get on this bandwagon. Oh, it's still on PBS. Okay, so check the PBS app. Kathleen says. Thank you. I don't know where to find it. Well, Oh, Sunny, Dead to Me. Oh, I like Dead to Me too. I watched the first season. I haven't started watching the second season. Oh, Auntie Rosabelle says, "Oh, I have that set." Okay, so tonight, in lieu of not having some actual non-fun sewing to do, I'm making bed covers. Yay! So I have to tell you guys a funny story about the bed covers. So Ray was doing her job this week, and she wanted to do a product highlight and grabbed a couple of great pictures of the red bed covers. Oh, by the way, I'm sewing on Charlotte tonight, who is named, I think, by Carla. I don't know if she's one of my Instagram friends. Bonnie said, I must not subscribe to the right channels because I haven't seen any of these programs. They're mostly on Netflix and Prime. They're pretty good. Those are some of the ones that we've mentioned. YouTube has a parody called Downton Abbey. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Anyway, so I'm sewing on Charlotte tonight, and I'm making bed covers because my darling assistant slash executive producer slash daughter, Ray, had posted about bed covers this week and didn't realize that our inventory was so low. So I found myself at the fabric store to buy more fabric to make some new bed covers. And while we were standing there, one of my very, very, very good customers from Bellingham, Washington, named Helen, happened to message on Instagram. If you guys ever message me on Instagram, most of the time you're talking to Ray and not me, because she sits on there more than I do. Anyway, Helen got Ray on the phone or on the Instagram chat, and see how cute? And Helen was like, I really need to, can you guys make some white or blue bed covers? And so Ray thought I had seen the message, and that's why we were standing in line at the fabric store. And she goes, Mom, were we gonna Helen was asking for white bed covers or blue, maybe we should add another color. And I'm like, okay. So we go back over, and the blue, I haven't tried a chef's life, Elizabeth, I'll have to check that out. So anyway, the blues were all over the place color wise, and so we picked, if we had to pick one to add, we decided to add white. And so here I am making bed covers. You guys ordered 8 of them right out of the gate, and so I'm still trying to get some back stock up here, and so that's what I'm doing tonight. I have my sewing machine camera set so you can see what it is that I'm doing on Charlotte. Oops, shoot. So when I'm making these on my modern machine, I don't have to use my other foot. It's a all push button automated machine. So it's been a little bit of a mind jumble to have to switch to tactile sewing when I'm sewing with these guys. Can't see you sewing. Oh, Beth Ray will move the camera up and down here. I'm having a terrible time hanging on to sandwich while free motioning, pulled out an old embroidery hoop and worked well. Oh, that's a good idea. So Mel was asking about how to hang on to the quilted sandwich while you're free motion quilting, because I do have you quilting pretty close up to the edge in some areas. That's a good idea. There's also another, can you guys see her now? There's also another product that are like little foam pads. It's Ellen is her name. I will have the product to show you guys next time I'm on, but you put a little plastic, almost like a flip-flop sandal through your fingers, and it provides a little extra grip. Another notion that I really like for free motion quilting and use quite a bit are those Machingers gloves. They are fabulous, and they help with a little bit of extra grip. One of the things that you'll notice when you're free motion quilting for a while is that you push down quite a bit on the machine to try and move the fabric around in the desired manner, but it really is hard on your top line of your shoulders when you're doing that. And so the gloves are supposed to provide you the ability to just rest your hands on the bed of the machine and not have to press down, therefore not, giving your muscles such a workout to just hold the fabric. So you can try some of those. Yes, Miss Linda, this is Charlotte, my tan machine. I bought her with a large collection of machines from a Canadian friend of mine, and she is, I believe, in 1961. She's not in the best of shape. Here, Ray, could we go up? So Charlotte's not in the best of shape. She is has some significant aesthetic character marks. We'll call them character marks. But she was named by when I first got her and I needed a name for her, a fan, we did a drawing over on Instagram. Her name is Carla. She picked the name Charlotte. That fancy schman, yeah. You guys are funny. Love the gloves. Love the white machine. Hello. Can't sew with you. I'm holding my great grandson. Oh, Dan, I will let that go this one time. What's his name? Do you have a picture? Oh, I've got pictures for you actually tonight. Hi, Jen. Hi, Cindy. How's everybody doing there out there? All right. Oh, I love Charlotte, Jody says. One of those is for me. That's cute. Oh, Sandy, did you order a white one? It's probably already coming. These are the ones that I haven't spoken for yet. Beauty marks. Well, yeah, they have beauty marks. Exactly. Ray, let's roll with those pictures real quick. So, you guys were so good. The Quilt As You Go gals, I asked you to send me pictures, and you did. So I have a couple on. Who's the first one from?
Dorina.
So Dorina Becker's picture is up now, and she was the very first one to finish the Arizona Sky Quilt As You Go program around the holidays. In fact, she was done before I even released the last set of instructions, which was kind of fun. She definitely beat me. And she's off to a really good start with the Winter Solstice Table Runner. Is it the, yeah, I love her neutral color palette. It's very classy. So Dorina's blocks, can we send pics so we can share with the group? Yes, Mel, you can send, oh, Emmett, the baby Emmett, that's so cute, Dan. Yes, you can send pics to share with the group. If you send them to me, I will post them on the shows. Cold here in Chicago. Hi, Jackie. With snow coming this weekend. Nice. Okay, so the next one is from, who's the next one from?
Mel.
Oh, Mel. So this is a buddy of mine. She's actually watching. And Mel, she's in St. Bay, Mississippi on the Gulf. And her color palette is like totally different than Dorina's. She and her husband put these together. That's right. Her husband, Joe, helped her. Isn't that fun? He was making scrappy snowball blocks. Oh, I just love that. It turned out so cute. The colors are bright. And the ombre fabric and the background fabric is just divine. I love how it sets a whole, different scene, if you will, than Dorina's. Cindy said, we'll send some snow. You want some, Jackie? For the record, I'm not asking for any snow. I don't want any snow in Seattle. No, thank you. I love the red too, Lisa. All right, and the last one, I know this gal isn't on, you guys. She is our UK friend. Her name is Kirsty Allard. And she lives in UK, and she's sewing along with us. Isn't that fun? Her palette is also very different. She sent a picture with her featherweight named Patsy, And she's like, Kirsty's here. Hi. She said I'm awake after a fun lockdown games night. I am now in bed so I can join you. So happy. That's so fun. Isn't Patsy pretty? So she sent me this whole, I loved the email, by the way. Patsy was like the top name in the UK the year that the machine was born. And she has another machine also. I can't remember the name though off the top of my head. You guys are so much fun. If you send me pictures, I have to share everybody's successes with the group. As a teacher, that's one of the hardest things for me about not being able to be in the same room as my students and kind of see that whole moment on the face when people realize when they can do something they didn't think they could do before. It's like one of the most satisfying things to me. And so we have to like celebrate each other's wins and successes, and this is the way we do it. So if you send me a picture, most likely it's going to be on a show and the whole group will celebrate alongside of you. So that is fun. Isn't it fun? I know, isn't it fun how far the project reaches? I totally agree, Lisa. Okay, so let's get back to the bed covers here. I think I've got one more. I've got more of these cut. I just haven't serged anything yet. My serger was acting up a little this week. I may be a featherweight expert. I have no idea how to use my serger. Does anybody want to trade some lessons? We'll get on camera together. Oh, there's a bed. So yeah, it was, these are cute. Oops. No. Oh, Kirsty, have you seen Shetland yet? Mel wants to know. Odie, hi, sweetheart. My 1951 221 just arrived today. I always got too excited and forgot to log on. Her name is Vivian. Very fun. Very, very, very fun. Oh, Lisa, the pups are getting restless early. Rogue is upstairs probably crying his little eyes out because Reagan has him in a time out because he'll be down here being super obnoxious. Do you have red bed covers in stock? Well, Sunny, that's a funny thing. I am getting ready to start putting them all together. So yes, I do have, I'll have 8 new red bed covers here in about an hour. Oh my gosh. One more white and then we'll switch colors and go to red. All right. Hi, Joanne. How's Mississippi today? If you guys are curious about this, by the way, earlier last year, I gave cutting instructions for the different pieces and did a video on how to put it together. So if you have some special fabric that you want to quilt yourself, and like the featherweight fabric, you can watch the video on how to put them together. Kirsty has not seen it. We'll put it on the watch list. Shetland, for those who don't know, is an island off of Scotland. We have friends who live there. Oh, well, that's fun. It's raining in Mississippi. That's not good. Can you show it on the bed? Yes, I can, Jackie. Hold on. Let me finish this one, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, link please, Ray.
Link what?
To the bed covers. Well, you guys kind of have her well trained, Cindy. let me show you what these look like. So when you order a set from us, you get 2 pieces. This is the bed cover. It looks like this. So what it does is, I have the penguin on here right now, so it won't go all the way up. But generally speaking, when the bed makes contact with the faceplate, it leaves a divot. So this, when your machine is in storage, will protect your bed extension from getting little dings. And then you also get the pocket that the foot controller will fit in on the bed of the machine like this. So your foot controller would go in here. Oh, Deanne sent a picture of Emmett. Yay! All right, so that is what the bed covers look like, Miss Jackie. So we have purple. I have Seahawks, if you're a Seahawks fan. And I have purple, red, white, and Seahawks. So that is our stock of colors. There, if you have a special request, I'm very happy to look for the right colors. Oh, I need to change my thread. Okay. All right, so we're going to put the red thread on. All right. Let's see here. Hi, Linda from Tennessee. Hi, Donna. So cute, she says. All right, so let's change my thread and put the red thread on. All right. All right. I am sipping a Cuvée, I think is how you say it. It's a New Zealand wine from a vineyard called Mount Beautiful. I liked the name, but it was also pretty high on the Wine Spectator for points. So that it's actually kind of like tastes very similar to like a kind of a spicy Chardonnay. I like it. It's good. Aww. Thanks, Mel. I'm glad I look well rested. That means the makeup is doing its thing. No, I've actually been sleeping really well this week. It's nice. It's been really cold here overnight, and I sleep well when my room is very cold. We actually leave a window open most of the year because I like having quilts piled up and feeling the weight of the quilts. So it's been in the 30s overnight here, and our window has been open. So there you go. All right, red thread changed. So basically these covers are one large rectangle, and I serge all the edges, and then 2 small rectangles that are my corners, and then I take the same size panel and fold it over to make the pocket. So that is basically how I make them. Last night on the speaking engagement I did for the local Snohomish group, they were just so delightful. There was a gal on there who must watch these programs, and she wanted to know what kind of a lighting setup I had, which was kind of funny. Lately, Ray and I have worked hard to kind of make this a little bit more professional, and it was kind of nice that someone has taken notice. So that was kind of fun. Let's see here. We have Linda. I have 3 sergers set up, 3 different colors. They are picky. Yes, I have figured that out, that they are picky. We'll start with the bottom. Start with the bottom thread. Oh, for adjusting? Okay. I can do that. Because Linda, that's what usually happens is the top looks really good and I turn it over and it's kind of loopy, and I just don't know anything about the sergers, like where to start with the tension adjustments. And the serger I have is pretty, it's older. It was given to me. Someone in my mother-in-law's condominium building passed away, and she was a big sewer, and they didn't know what to do with a lot of her stuff, so my mom-in-law was given a serger, and then she ended up giving it to me, and this was like years ago. I mean, it was way before Featherweight Doctor, so it's been sitting here, it's been sitting here collecting dust until Featherweight Doctor started. I love my quotes. We traveled today in the dreary rain. We are downsizing our RV. Nice. Almost ready to travel to the Pacific Northwest. You're coming up here, Mel? You're coming all the way up to Seattle? Holy moly. You better look me up if you get within a couple hours of here. That would be so much fun. Are you going to come out this summer, or when are you coming? Oh, so my serger. So I use the serger. A serger is for, well, okay, so I don't know all the things that a serger is for, but I do know that it does the finishing work. So it cuts and finishes the edge on these bed covers. So I'll show you what the serger does. So if you look at this edge here, that is what the serger does. It cuts and finishes the edge. So I think a lot of like clothing constructors use the sergers for doing clothes, the inside of garments. But lots of comments. But this is literally the only thing I use them for. Okay, let's see here. So many comments. What happened here all of a sudden? The serger is 35 years old. Yay! I think mine is probably that old too, Linda. Linda. And then Kathy says, I know the serger and I inherited has to re-thread the bottom loopers. Okay, need to read the needles. Okay, that's good to know. So you think it's the thread that goes through the needles is the upper or is the bottom part? That's a good place to start. We will. Oh, good, Mel. You'll be the Pacific Northwest destination. Nice. My serger. I think Cindy meant to say serger from '87. I love it. No plastic. Try threading the different color. Oh, see, now you're just being all smarty McSmarty pants, Cindy, to use different colors so I can figure out what thread is off. Very smart. Oh, Kim's son lives in Seattle. Kim, if you come up, everybody, if any of you all are in the Seattle area, I would love to say hi. We'll have some coffee. Lisa, I should try and fly. Oh my gosh, that would be so. Oh, gotta love the flight benefits. Yes, Lisa, you could just come up for the day. Bernadette says there's a really good YouTube video on how to set the tension on sergers. That's how I learned. Oh, well, duh. Why didn't I look at YouTube? Kirsty, I have my grandfather's serger. He was a tailor and would have been 109 last week. Very old, yes. That's funny. You guys are funny. Carla, for linens as well. Yes. A picture of Kirsty. Of the old serger. That would be fun. Sunny wants to know, could you use a zigzag stitch if you don't have a serger? I believe I could use more like a satin. Sunny, a satin stitch would be a nice close together zigzag would probably do the same thing, I imagine, but it wouldn't cut it. It would have to be nice and straight to begin with. This is the first red one is out. Isn't that cute? You guys make me smile. Thank you. All right. How are we doing here on time? We're doing okay. Oh, Deanne works in a bridal shop. That's right. They use sergers to finish the edges of their veils. That's another good application. I serge before I pre-wash my linens. Nice. I remember that, Deanne. Is that little Emmett in your picture, in your profile picture? That's what I was trying to say. Look at his little face. What a cutie. Charlotte, this little cute tan featherweight, is not the quietest gal at the ball. She's kind of loud. It's one of the reasons why I don't use her very much, actually. Charlene wants to know, do you do all of my sewing and quilting on the featherweight? I do not. I predominantly do piecework on my featherweight, and I do some quilting for my shows, like our Quilt As You Go project that I have going on Wednesday nights. But for any type of production sewing, like these big massive, I have a long arm quilting business for just a small handful of people, and I have to do bindings on them. I tend to use my bigger machine because it has a much bigger neck. You're just very limited in the space of the neck. I'd say overall, on a week-to-week basis, when my Bernina is home and not in the shop, it's about a 50-50 split between featherweights and my modern machine. The serger wasn't as old as him, probably about 45 years, sadly not as beautiful as the featherweight. Not much is, Miss Kirsty. Beth says, thanks, Darlene. Now I may need to order a red one too. Your husband is going to ground you from us being friends, Beth. That Darlene, she's a bad influence. Aw, so funny. Yes, we all share similar toys, for sure. Oh, Kathleen has a self-threading one. Mine is not that sophisticated. Definitely not. You guys are fun. Self-threading. There's a little diagram on mine. You guys want to know what happened too? I kid you not. I was trying to take and get a bunch of these kicked out for inventory during the shutdown, during the hard shutdown on the quarantine. And I lost my threading tool and I couldn't get one because none of the machine shops were open. And so I used, Ray makes the earrings for our website. So I went into her jewelry making box and found a coil of really fine wire, and I made my own threading tool. Look at me go. Oh, yes. Mel says, I was researching and discovered that centennials were, yes, 221s, 99s, and 1591s. That is correct. And they were, believe it or not, I've seen centennial machines that were from 1949, so the year before the centennial, and I've seen them as late as 1952. I had a machine in the shop or here in the orphanage for sale that went home at the holidays. I believe it went to Michigan, and it was a 1949. Oh, I just missed it was a 1949 centennial. I thought it was someone had Frankensteined it, and my husband went back and did some research and found out that there were some actual 1949 Centennials for the 221s. Show us the tan. Oh, machine sewing. Yes, Connie wants to see the machine sewing, Ray.
I did.
Can you go low again? So my tan machine, I've got a penguin walking foot on here, which is that historic walking foot made by Singer. Okay. Oh, you want to see the whole... Let me flip it around, Connie, so you can see it. Hold on. Someone told me to tie new threads on old thread to change. Yes, I have done. Actually, that's, Elizabeth, how I do it most of the time. So I'm not rethreading the whole thing every time, as I'll just tie the threads together and then drag them through the system, since I don't have a self-threading one. So the tan machine, Connie, was made in the mid-50s as a secondary color to the black Featherweight. So technically speaking, it has the gears just like the black ones do, unlike the white Featherweights that have a belt drive on them. And they're very utilitarian looking. I'll show you the front of this little beauty. I'm going to turn the light off so it doesn't blind everybody. So this is Charlotte. You can see she is has some imperfections. She's got a nice big ding right there and one right here. She does have the extra long bed extension table just like the black ones. She also has an extra little bit of a mid-century detail on her lamp, and you can see her faceplate, which has some imperfections, is a painted faceplate, not a chrome faceplate. So this one was made to look a little bit more utilitarian and mid-century modern. Okay. Turn my light back on. That word. Oh, thank you, Linda. She said she's beautiful. She is definitely a rare bird. Not the prettiest gal here in my shop, but I do appreciate how she was made in such few quantity. I once saw one of these little tan machines, and the owner had it so worn that you could see only bare metal on the whole bed. It was worn down to bare metal. It was sewn with so much. Crazy. Oh, I was also on Facebook this week, and yes, they were built to last. Actually, Ray, can you go ahead for a sec? I was on Facebook this week. I forgot to tell you guys, and I was floating around, and yeah, I'm a part of a couple of those featherweight groups, Featherweight Friends and Singer 221, 222, something or other. Someone posted on one of those groups a 1933, so there was only one production run of the Featherweights in 1933, and they are highly sought after, and they've always been, but I would have put a price around, depending on condition, $1,200 to $1,300 on it. You guys, this gal had a price on her 1933 School Bell Featherweight first production run for $1,850. My jaw dropped open. Not only was it $1,850, it had only been posted for 30 minutes and was already marked pending pickup. Had multiple people saying, I'll buy it, I'll buy it, I'll buy it. I'm like, COVID has made everybody a little crazy. I mean, it definitely has made me a little crazy. Not in a bad way, in a fun way. But that means that my 34 is is worth in the ball, and my 34 is complete, my Mary, and beautiful. Probably in the range of about $1,500. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, Jody said, I love her. I think I already said that. It says it wasn't manufactured in Canada or the US or UK. This one was in St. John's Bay, Canada, Jody, on YouTube. It says made in Canada. St. John's Bay on it. I think most of the tan ones came out of Canada, and I know Canada made a lot of motors too. So sometimes I've seen UK like body machines, and their motor says made in Canada. So isn't that so? And it's black. So they made the motors, sent them to UK, and probably were assembled in the UK. Jen, they all are beautiful. I agree. For sure. I mean, even my ugliest one, the one that I did the blog post on, like, was that in the spring? Right here, Bessie. Reagan named her Bessie. She looked like she was stored in a mud puddle for 10 years. And then she sewed. I think she's beautiful. It may have taken me about a day to get her to sew, but she sewed. George wants to know, is there a call for tables that Singer made for them? There are some card tables that come up. It's a harder market, George, because those tables are very hard to ship because they're so big and bulky. So you almost kind of have to find one local to you. Ray is typing away. Lisa said, I can hear Ray typing away. She's so fast. Hi, Kathleen. My Woodenville friend. How are you? Mel says, I received a 1955 Featherweight. It still had the tissue holding the accessory feet in the box. What? I had one like that too come in. Isn't that cool? That means like no one ever even took it out of the box, which is crazy. You are welcome, George. I found out this week that my second class was approved for Sew Expo. So if you happen to be on the wait list, you'll be getting a message soon about another class opening up. There were more people on the wait list than one more class could. Oh, I broke the thread. Darn. Handle, so there's a possibility you won't get a spot on it in the second class because I think there were more people on the wait list than the next class would hold. But hopefully everybody can get in that wants to get in. Oh, college typing. Are you doing schoolwork? Oh.
That's just what I call them.
Oh. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. She is a good multitasker. She is. Oh, shoot. Beth says, will you send us an invoice for the supplies for the class, or will it come from the sponsor? So you should be getting an email any day, Beth, for to pick up the kit that is a required purchase for the class. But were you taking it because of Rose? Were you taking the class because of your new machine, Rose? You and I can talk offline about that. About the kit, Beth. Mel says, "Hey Ray, I've got to track down my #1 state award for you have a first place state typing award. That is awesome." And Linda, I remember learning to type also in typing class. What fun that was, right? I recently purchased an antique. Oh, not for Rose, but the other one. Okay. But still, Beth, you and I should talk about the kits. So just email me separately about that, okay? Recently my son asked me to pick up a antique typewriter for him. He had a friend who's a writer there on the islands, and he wanted her birthday was coming around, and he wanted to surprise her with an antique typewriter. So you've seen me post pictures from the wonderful little town known as Snohomish, Washington, that is full of antique malls and dealers. And so Reagan and I had to, take one for the team and go out and do some antiquing for Cole. It was a pretty hard job, you guys. Oh, they call it keyboarding now. Not typing. That's good to know. Keyboarding. Hello, Karen L. from YouTube. Oh, bless you. She says, I have two featherweight wood tables that my husband made me. He also has plans to break down the ones into several pieces. I do have 3 featherweights. That's awesome. Karen L., did you see those plans that were floating around on the Facebook groups where you could cut out individual pieces and then it all, packed down tight? Is that the one he's making you? I thought that lady was a genius. Sounds a day of antiquing, right, Sandy? I know. Like I said, Reagan and I were willing to take one for the team. I can't wait to say I have a feather, Jody. It's funny, like you just find the first one, and it starts the windfall of them. I follow again some of those Facebook groups, and they're on there saying that they had 1, and then all of a sudden they had 2, and then all of a sudden they had 3, like total craziness. They just kind of like cats and grandchildren. You just start collecting them. Someone also called them potato chips. You can't just have 1. Hi, Sean Wright. Those tables are cool looking, but can I tell you, I'm a pretty tall gal. I'm 5'8", and I have trouble sitting underneath them. I think they were made for smaller women back in the day. They were shorter, maybe. Kathy Hatfield, hi Dan, how is your hand? Kathy, I almost texted you this morning because I was thinking about you. I hope Dan's hand is healing up well. Yes, it does. I have 4, 3. I see, like potato chips. Exactly. I did find a typewriter. It was a little portable. Mel, I'm not saying that on. I'm not saying that on camera. But yes, you're right. I'm not going to say what Mel said, but it's a highly addictive, illegal drug. Karen L. on YouTube says, yes, that's the one. It's like putting together a puzzle. Neat. He ordered the plans. Karen L., I would really appreciate if you would get back to me on how well it goes together, because I am semi-interested in one. Not that I have place for it in my house, but I like the idea that it breaks down and can fold flat. So I'm thinking for my RV in Idaho. So let me know what he thinks of the plans, because my husband's a pretty handy guy. He might be able to build one for me. Not everybody can see it, Mel. YouTube viewers can't see it. Oh, poor Dan. I feel bad for Dan. My good buddy Kathy, her husband, she's in Knoxville, I believe, Tennessee, and her husband had an incident with a table saw, I believe. Yikes. That doesn't sound, oh, 56. Oh my goodness, I'm going to get kicked off. All right. You guys have been a hoot, as always. Fridays are truly my favorite night of the week. This toast is for you. Thank you so much for being a joy in my life and coming on here so I'm not talking to myself like a crazy woman every Friday night. Cheers. Karen says, I'm only 5'2", so not a problem for me. It's one time is good to be short. It is the one time it's good to be. And we don't say short around here. My older sister was 5 foot. She prefers to be called petite. So you're petite, not short. I have a white and black 221 and a 222, which is a gift for my husband. That is amazing. Very nice little collection you have there. Oh, you guys are so much fun. DB Designs has a replica version. I'm thinking about getting the plans. I know, you guys. I know. I think they're cool. I'll keep everybody posted. Good night, Jen Jen. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Bye, Missy, my local Redmond friend. I will be back on Monday for the continuation of the Featherweight University series, so 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time on YouTube and Facebook. If you haven't already, go ahead and like this video. Feel free to share it with your friends. And then if you haven't liked me on the other platforms, you can like, subscribe, or follow me. All right, guys, have a good night.